How's it going, Downsizers? I'm Joe, and to my left is Jen Sapko.
Hey there.
Jen is the resident nutritionist here at Downsize Fitness Chicago, and this is Healthy Habits, a weekly segment where we answer your health and diet-related questions, where you submit questions using the hashtag AskJenDSF via Facebook and Twitter. That's AskJenDSF with 2 N's. All right, so kicking things off this week, we have Emily from Chicago, and Emily asks, how long should the gap be between eating and working out?
All right, Emily, this is going to kind of be a personal thing. Some people can eat like 5 minutes before they work out. Some people can't eat at all. And some people, usually, I would say the average is about an hour before you work out. You should probably eat something small like a banana, some nuts, something just little. Don't eat a full meal and then work out. But you're just going to have to kind of try that. I would suggest trying an hour before. If that doesn't work, lengthen the time, shorten it, try it out yourself.
All right, so next up we have Michelle from Dallas, Texas. And Michelle asks, is it better to eat 3 large meals or 4 to 5 smaller meals per day?
So this has actually become a controversial topic in 2015 so far. So before it should be, breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, because that keeps your metabolism going, that keeps your body thinking. Now a recent doctor just came out with 3 regular-sized meals a day, and the reason for this is because every time you eat a meal, you create insulin. And insulin, if it's not used during like a workout or if you're not physically active, turns to glucose, which then turns to fat. So they're saying if you eat less, you will produce less insulin, and therefore, if you're not burning it off, that won't matter. Now, this isn't 100% proven. So I would say it depends on your body type. For me, I don't think it really matters. For people really trying to lose weight, you don't want to not eat enough through the day and then binge eat at night. So you want to be careful with that and just kind of experiment with the two. But that's kind of what the studies are showing now, between the difference between the two of them.
I gotcha. All right. Our third question comes from Tina from Schaumburg, Illinois. And Tina asks, does it matter what time of day I eat something?
So this is I don't know what time of day, the work schedules are of everyone, but this is gonna widely depend on your schedule. If you're someone that works a night shift, it's gonna be completely different. Your whole time clock is gonna be thrown off. So, people say you should not eat late at night, but a calorie is a calorie. It's gonna depend about how much physical activity you're doing during the day. Some don't recommend eating at night because people tend to just be sitting on the couch, relaxing, and that's just mindless eating. So that is a lot of times why people say don't eat after your dinner. Not because it's bad for you, it's going to harm you, it's going to make you gain weight. It's just people tend to eat more at night.
I see. All right, so our next question comes from Joe from Chicago. That's actually me. And I ask, how does my plate differ from the food pyramid?
So what's really cool, I'm going to start with my plate, is what my plate does, it shows a picture of a plate and it divides it up into your carbs, your vegetables, your dairy. But what it doesn't do, what the pyramid does, is the pyramid was like you should have this many grades, then it kind of went up. This one really depicts portion size. So it actually has a standard plate, and you can print it out with the size of a plate so you can see what it would be like, and a glass, what the size of a glass would be, and it really shows portion control, whereas the other one it just recommended 2 to 3 servings. So no, you don't really...
It's kind of ambiguous, right?
Yeah, it didn't really make sense, so.
Okay, awesome. And that's from the US?
The USDA.
Okay.
You can find that on the USDA website, actually. They have PDFs for you to print off, and that's public information.
Okay,
so.
Great. All right, our last question this week comes from James from Overland Park, Kansas. And James asks, are there any foods that I can eat that will help me bust my weight loss plateau? So like a weight loss plateau buster.
James, unfortunately, there is no miracle food, but I wish there was. But I can suggest really logging your calories. So what people tend to do is when they're reaching the plateau, they're kind of like, oh, I'm so frustrated. They tend to lower their calories or just give up. If you lower your calories, what you do is you kind of starve yourself, and your body just holds on to those extra calories instead of losing them. Therefore, you just stay the same because you're exercising, but your body's just holding on to everything you eat. Now, what you should be going off of based on the calories is your BMR, which is your basal metabolic rate. That can be determined by your doctor. Most downsized gyms, they have the ability to determine that, or you can even use phone apps that determine your BMR. So that's wide range of information about that on the internet, so you can look for that. But you go off your BMR, try not to go farther than 200 calories under it, and try not to go farther than 200 calories over it is what I like to tell people. And just try to be really conscious of that for a few weeks to kind of bust that plateau.
Awesome. All right, so guys, those are some great questions this week, and we look forward to answering your questions next week here on Healthy Habits. Thanks a lot.